Hello there. I uh I know I look like shit, so sorry for the neck beard and the sweaty face, acne ridden. I know. Kind of want to talk about something since I've been seeing a lot of new videos coming out about detransitioning. I am a female to male transsexual. I haven't had any surgeries. I was planning on getting surgeries, and I've been wanting to do this. I was wanting to do it since I started the testosterone, which was 4 years ago. And I'm 20 years old now. I started when I was 15 and a half, and I want to just, that was kind of a mistake. Now I'm kind of just starting to realize that I guess this isn't a path that I want to go down. I've always kind of had more of a masculine energy about me ever since I was a kid. I had social problems and I had problems at home. I was kind of socially isolated, and I still struggle with that to this day. And, dealing with the repercussions of childhood bullshit. Not only that, my brother died 4 days after I started testosterone. And it's been a ride. And, and right now I'm kind of in a state of depression. I've had, I have so many other issues that, I think it would be wise if I went off just to see how I would feel. And, um, like I said, I always felt masculine about myself, and I still feel that in myself, but I'm getting to a point of realization where I don't feel like I want to continue to do this anymore because not only it's causing irreversible effects. I'm like losing my hair right here, and it's all greasy, and my skin's really bad, but it's on bad on my back and on my chest too. I haven't had any surgeries, like I said, but so I don't think any of these changes are gonna be. A lot of these aren't gonna be permanent. I don't think, given time, and I think that my hair will grow back. I hope so. Um. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I want to detransition at this point. I don't hate my body anymore. When I first started, I hated my body so much. I hated the functions that come along with it, menstruation, the hips, ass, tits, pregnancy, the fact that a dick could go inside of me. That's just like, fuck, man. Fuck. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't I don't really feel that bad about myself anymore. I think as time goes on, you just kind of realize things just start to change, and and then you just realize that transition doesn't really solve any of your problems. In fact, it just adds on more pancakes to the already overstacked pile. And I think I just come to realize maybe there's other things wrong with me besides being transgender, and then that can cultivate transgender feelings. And but I think that that's not really a reason to go through and change your sex, because you start to realize that it doesn't really fix anything. It's just aesthetically it looks like that, but you're not really that. And um I don't know. I'm having a hard time speaking right now and piecing my thoughts together. I'm like in a state of depression right now. I have clinical depression, and yeah, that's something else. Like people who transition, a lot of times they have like comorbid disorders. Yeah. Most common ones like depression and anxiety. There's autism. There's OCD. I have that problem. There's a lot of other problems too, but there's you get what I'm saying. Like there's the shit that comes along with that with the package, and you don't know how to really unravel it yet. So then you go for transitioning, but that doesn't, then you start to realize as more and more time goes on that it just ends up it drains your bank account for one thing. It it can ruin your social life, your dating life, and it can be hard. I've just gotten to the point where I just don't really give a shit anymore. is, in my case, that's what's going on with me. And I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. But there's ADHD's one too. ADHD can cause feelings of not being so feminine and not feeling like you can keep up with the beauty standards of the world, and I mean with other women. And what I noticed when I was before, like when I was a kid, I felt really socially isolated. I was very socially isolated. I had little to no feminine influence in my house. I generally couldn't really get along with other kids. I had a lot of behavioral problems from I think being around autistic sibling. He's not autistic, but he has fetal alcohol syndrome, so that causes mental retardation. And I think being around that kind of messed me up inside a little bit, because I noticed like a male sibling being treated differently because of that. And this is a first video, so I will make a series of videos hopefully about this. But anyway, anybody else wants to share their story about why they detransitioned and wants to maybe give me some tips and ways to deal with the coming events after this, that would be really nice, because I'm really nervous about having to go back and deal with my body. I don't know how I'm gonna readjust to femaleness, because I never felt like that. I felt like I always had an inner man inside of me, and that's something else came to mind. But anyway, yeah, like I still feel like that, but I want to know what it's like on the other side, because I never really learned how to be feminine because of my childhood. Anyway, so anybody wants to share their story and why they detransitioned and how they're doing right now, that'd be great. Have a good day.